Imagine if I told you that the biggest mistake you can make in 2026 is trying to make your outdoor space look expensive. We've been conditioned to believe that a beautiful yard is about impressing the neighbors, about curb appeal, about the aesthetic that photographs well for Instagram. And in doing so, we've completely missed the point of what our homes actually need right now. Welcome back to Home Design. If you're new here, we explore the intersection of architecture, human emotion, and the spaces we inhabit. Today, we're diving into what I believe is the most important shift in residential design for 2026. The creation of what designers are calling the emotional sanctuary. And we're focusing specifically on how to achieve this if you don't have a sprawling estate, if you have what the real estate listings euphemistically call a cozy or compact yard. We're talking tiny spaces, big souls, and the unexpected wisdom of the Mediterranean. Why 2026 is the year we stop decorating and start feeling. Let's address the elephant in the room, or rather the elephant not in your room, because your yard is too small for one. For years, the narrative around small space outdoor living has been about tricks. Tricks to make your space look bigger, hacks to maximize square footage. It's been a language of apology, as if we're constantly trying to convince visitors that our limited space is actually something it's not. But here's the controversial truth that's going to define 2026. We don't need our outdoor spaces to feel bigger. We need them to feel deeper. The trend forecasts for this year are fascinating. After years of Instagram aesthetics, those perfectly manicured, highly curated gardens that look stunning in a photo but offer about as much emotional depth as a stock image, we're seeing a massive pendulum swing towards something far more primal. The leading trend for 2026 isn't a color or a material. It's a feeling. Industry experts are calling it organic minimalism or emotional sanctuary design. This is the idea that your outdoor space, no matter its dimensions, should function less as a showpiece and more as a nervous system regulator. We're emerging from years of collective stress, digital overload, and a profound disconnection from the physical world. Our homes became our offices, our schools, our everything. And now, the next frontier isn't upgrading your home office. It's reclaiming a piece of the outdoors as a place where you don't do anything, but simply are. The Mediterranean has understood this for millennia. They don't build courtyards for the neighbors. They build them for the soul. That whitewashed wall isn't just a design choice. It's a canvas for light and shadow. That rough-hewn wooden bench isn't just seating. It's an invitation to sit still. That terracotta pot isn't just a container. It's a vessel holding life itself. So in 2026, we're not just landscaping. We're curating emotion. We're designing for the feeling of sun on your skin at 5 p.m., for the sound of water trickling while the city hums in the distance, for the scent of rosemary that transports you to a Greek hillside without ever leaving your zip code. The Mediterranean mindset, listening to the land, even if the land is 200 square feet. Before we talk about specific plants or pavers, we need to understand the philosophical shift. The Mediterranean approach to outdoor space isn't about imposing a design on the land. It's about listening to what the land wants to be. In a tiny yard, this is liberating. Stop fighting your space. Stop wishing it were wider, longer, or sunnier. Instead, ask yourself, what does this specific place want to become? This is where 2026 trends and ancient wisdom collide. One of the biggest predictions for this year is the return to the local landscape. Instead of importing plants and aesthetics that belong to a different climate, we're being drawn to what feels native, what feels right. For a Mediterranean-inspired sanctuary, this doesn't mean you need to live in Southern California or Southern Europe. It means embracing the spirit of the Mediterranean, drought-tolerant, sun-loving, textural, and deeply connected to the sensory experience. Think about it. The quintessential Mediterranean garden isn't a manicured lawn, which requires gallons of water and constant maintenance. It's a gravel path that crunches underfoot. It's an olive tree that asks for nothing, but gives everything: shade, structure, a silver-green whisper of faraway lands. It's lavender that you brush against, releasing its calming scent into the air. This is the opposite of high maintenance. This is design that works with nature, not against it. And for a tiny yard, this is a godsend. You're not managing a complex ecosystem. You're curating a small, self-sustaining moment of peace. The 4 pillars of the tiny emotional sanctuary. How do we actually build this feeling? Based on the converging trends of 2026, we can break down the creation of your Mediterranean sanctuary into 4 essential pillars. Each one is about engaging a different sense, creating a holistic experience that transcends the physical limitations of your space. Pillar 1. The floor beneath your feet, grounding and texture. Forget the idea of a perfect green lawn. In a tiny space, a lawn is often a maintenance headache and a visual bore. In 2026, the ground is about texture and authenticity. Gravel is your new best friend. Pale gravel specifically. It reflects moonlight, it drains beautifully, and that sound, that distinct crunch as you walk, is an auditory cue that you've entered a different realm. It slows you down. You can't rush on gravel. Consider combining materials. A few large flagstones or terracotta tiles set into the gravel create a sense of intention and path. Or think about decomposed granite, which compacts into a surprisingly stable, soft-looking surface. The key is to create a foundation that feels natural, not manufactured. It should look like it's been there for 100 years, even if you installed it last weekend. In a small yard, the ground plane is your largest canvas. Don't waste it on something boring. Make it sing, make it tactile, make it feel like the floor of an ancient, sun-drenched courtyard. Pillar 2. The walls that hold you, enclosure and intimacy. If you have a tiny yard, you likely have fences or walls. Most people see these as limitations. We see them as opportunities. In the Mediterranean sanctuary, walls aren't barriers. They're the arms that embrace you. This is where the concept of the outdoor room becomes real. In 2026, we're moving away from open, exposed patios and toward cocooning layouts and intimate corners. Your walls create that intimacy immediately. So what do you do with them? First, whitewash them. A warm white or ochre lime wash on a fence or wall captures and bounces light, making the space feel larger and warmer. It also creates a stunning backdrop for the deep greens and purples of your plants. Second, clothe them in green. Use trellises or vertical gardens to soften the hard lines. Train a climbing rose, a jasmine, or a bougainvillea to claim that wall as its own. In 2026, vertical planting isn't just a space saver, it's a design imperative. Third, add a mirror. A large, weather-resistant mirror mounted on a fence can double your visual space and reflect light and greenery. It's not a trick, it's a portal. Your boundaries become your greatest asset. They define the sanctuary. They block out the visual noise of the street and the neighbors. They create a sense of being held, protected, and utterly private. Pillar 3, the heartbeat of the space, water and sound. A sanctuary isn't silent. Silence in a city can be unnerving. What you want is a soundscape that masks the unwanted noise, traffic, sirens, neighbors, and replaces it with something primal and calming. You want a heartbeat. You need water. Even in the tiniest yard, you can have water. This is non-negotiable for creating that Mediterranean soul. We're not talking about a massive koi pond. We're talking about a simple recirculating wall fountain, a lion's head spout trickling into a basin, a stacked stone feature, or even a small, self-contained ceramic fountain. The sound of moving water is the secret ingredient. It cools the air psychologically. It gives your ears something beautiful to focus on. It's the ultimate privacy screen because it drowns everything else out. In 2026, technology is becoming more seamlessly integrated into outdoor spaces, but the goal is atmosphere, not spectacle. A fountain achieves that. It's ancient technology that still feels like the ultimate luxury. If you can, add a few wind chimes, perhaps a deep, resonant bamboo or metal set, to catch the breeze and add another layer of natural music. Pillar 4, the living things, scent and memory. This is where your sanctuary comes alive. The plant choices for 2026 are moving away from high-maintenance ornamentals and toward resilient, fragrant, and meaningful species. In the Mediterranean tradition, a garden should engage all the senses. And scent is perhaps the most powerful trigger for memory and emotion. Think of your plant palette as a collection of perfumes. First, lavender, the undisputed queen of calm. Its scent is clinically proven to reduce anxiety. Plant it where you'll brush against it. Second, rosemary, thyme, and oregano. These aren't just herbs. They're aromatic powerhouses. One touch releases the scent of 1,000 Sunday dinners in the Italian countryside. Third, jasmine or star jasmine. If you have a spot for a climber, jasmine's evening scent is intoxicating and romantic. Fourth, a dwarf citrus or olive tree. This is your anchor. A dwarf lemon, kumquat, or olive tree in a beautiful terracotta pot becomes the soul of the garden. It gives you height, structure, and a connection to something ancient and enduring. In 2026, the trend is wild but refined. Plantings that feel natural and slightly untamed, but are actually carefully curated. This isn't about a chaotic jungle. It's about a deliberate, sensory-rich tapestry. Choose plants that are indigenous in spirit, that can handle your local climate with minimal fuss, just like they do in the dry hills of Greece or Spain. The sanctuary in practice, putting it all together. So you have your gravel floor, your whitewashed walls, your singing fountain, and your fragrant plants. Now, how do you live in this space? This is the final piece of the 2026 puzzle. This space must serve your real life. It's not just for looking at from your kitchen window. It's for morning coffee. It's for an afternoon nap. It's for an evening glass of wine under string lights. Furniture is everything. In a tiny yard, every piece must earn its keep. Look for a small bistro set in wrought iron or teak, materials that age gracefully. A built-in bench along one wall, which can double as storage. A daybed or a hammock if you can fit it, because what says, sanctuary more than a designated place to do nothing. Modular pieces that can be reconfigured for lounging during the day and dining at night. Lighting sets the mood. In 2026, outdoor lighting is moving away from floodlights and toward warm, dim, intentional glows. String lights create a canopy of stars. A lantern on the table provides intimate flicker. A well-placed uplight can turn your olive tree into a sculptural masterpiece at night. The goal is to create a space that functions as an extension of the living room, but with a very different energy. This is the room where you don't watch TV. This is the room where you watch the clouds, or the stars, or the way the light hits the leaves. This is the room where you remember how to breathe. A gentle warning, the patience of stone. Before we wrap up, I want to offer a perspective shift that might be the most important thing you take away from this video. In our world of instant gratification, we expect our spaces to look finished immediately. But a true sanctuary, like a Mediterranean garden, doesn't work that way. It ages gracefully. It matures over time. When you first lay your gravel and place your plants, it might look a little sparse. That's okay. The magic isn't in the instant reveal. It's in the watching. Watching the lavender fill out. Watching the jasmine climb the trellis. Watching the moss find its way between the stones. This is the garden finishing itself. This is the deeper trend of 2026. It's a move away from disposable design and toward something more permanent, more meaningful. We're choosing materials that tell a story, stone that weathers, wood that silvers, terracotta that develops a patina. We're choosing plants that return year after year, asking for little but giving so much. Your tiny yard isn't a limitation. It's an opportunity to create the most intimate, personal, emotionally resonant space you'll ever own. It's not about square footage. It's about soul footage. Your slice of paradise. As we look ahead to 2026, the question isn't, how can I make my small yard look trendy? The question is, how can I make my small yard feel like home, the deepest, most peaceful version of home? The answer, surprisingly, lies in the ancient wisdom of the Mediterranean. It's in the rough texture of terracotta, the silver-green whisper of olive leaves, the hypnotic sound of water, and the fragrant embrace of lavender. It's in designing not for the eye, but for the soul. It's in creating not a garden, but a sanctuary. You don't need a passport. You don't need an acre. You just need a small patch of earth, a willingness to listen to it, and the courage to design for feeling, not for show. Start small. Buy one beautiful terracotta pot and plant a rosemary. Spread a bag of gravel in a corner. Hang a simple string light. Sit there with your morning coffee and listen. Your sanctuary is waiting. It's just outside your door. And if you build your own emotional sanctuary, I'd love to see it. Tag us on social media. Thank you for watching. Take a deep breath, go outside, and start dreaming. I'll see you in the next video.
Ba ba da ba